Muntu, it is important to understand how to have your awakening mind given tools that you need in order for you to be able to figure out where you are in life. So far in this series, we've explored where the zodiac came from and how each sign represents a spiritual phase. But here's where it gets personal. Everyone has a sun, moon, and rising sign, a trinity of energies that form your core personality. Learning how to read this trio is the key to unlocking your soul's blueprint. Your sun. Your sun sign is the essence of you. It represents your core identity, your life force, and what you're here to become in this lifetime. The spiritual key in your sun signs, this is your mission, is the aspect of yourself you must grow into. It doesn't always come naturally. In your everyday life, let's look at your work, your love, and your growth. In work, the sun shows what kind of work gives you purpose and what you want to be known for. In love, it reveals your ego needs and how you like to be appreciated. In growth, it challenges you to live boldly in your truth. Let's give an example. A Leo sun wants to shine, lead, and be seen. They're learning to own their light without ego. So if you find in your birth chart that you are a Leo and your sun sign is in Leo, this is what this means. Your moon sign, the inner you. Your moon sign is where the moon was at your time of your birth, same as the sun. And what this means is it reflects your emotions, inner child. This means how you feel, nurture, and need to be nurtured. Spiritual key in your moon sign is your emotional memory. The moon shows past life habits and subconscious patterns that you don't see. In work, it shows your emotional response to stress and how you process decisions. In love, it tells what makes you feel safe and loved on a soul level. In growth, it invites emotional maturity and self-soothing. Let's give another example. A Cancer moon needs emotional security and deep bonds. They feel at home when they can care for others. Your rising sign, which is known as also the ascendant, this is your soul's mask. And what it is your rising sign is the zodiac sign that was rising on the eastern horizon at the moment you were born. What it means, it's your outer personality, your first impression, and your approach to life. It also shapes how your entire birth chart is arranged. The spiritual key to your ascendant is your soul's doorway. It shows how your spirit meets the world and what kind of lessons life throws at you from the get. In everyday life, like in work, it influences how others see your work ethic or vibe. In love, it reveals your dating style and social persona. In growth, it encourages authenticity between your public image and private truth. Let's give an example. A Capricorn rising appears serious, focused, and ambitious, even if their sun and moon are more playful or sensitive inside. Putting it all together, these three signs work like layers. The first sign, the sun sign, it shows your identity, vitality, purpose, and its spiritual role is your mission in this life. Your moon sign, it shows your emotions, memories, and needs. And spiritual role is your emotions blueprint. And the rising sign, it shows your first impressions, the life filter, how the world sees you is the spiritual role. So if you find yourself that, for example, your sun is in Sagittarius, which Sagittarius is truth seeker, freedom lover, and your moon is in Pisces, which is intuitive, sensitive, and dreamy, that's Pisces, rising in Gemini, which Gemini is the communicator and curious mind. Essentially, this person may appear witty and outgoing, Gemini, but underneath is highly sensitive, Pisces moon, and driven by a quest for meaning and spiritual truth, Sagittarius sun. This example shows you how they come together as layers to help you build on the personality that you inherited when you came onto the earth. Let's give a bonus. More chart examples just to understand the trinity in action. We spoke about your sun being your identity, vitality, purpose, your moon being emotions, memories, and needs, and your rising being your first impressions and life filter. Let's explore a unique combination. Sun in Sagittarius, moon in Pisces, rising in Gemini. The outer vibe, which is the Gemini, means the person will be chatty, witty, lighthearted, a social butterfly. An inner world would be Pisces, emotionally intuitive, dreamy, deeply empathetic. And the third core mission, which is Sagittarius, will be them seeking truth, meaning, and spiritual adventure. How would you interpret this? This person seems fun and talkative, but it is actually sensitive and spiritually focused. They're here to teach higher truths, using humor and storytelling as tools for awakening. Does that sound like you? There are many examples that you can find on our website, kemenubookclub.co.za, and maybe you may find your Holy Trinity. To close it off, I'll give you one last example. Sun in Pisces, moon in Virgo, rising in Cancer. It means we look at the outer vibe, which is the Cancer. The person is soft, nurturing, maternal, or protective. The inner world, Virgo, self-critical, self-oriented, and analytical. And the core mission, Pisces, to dissolve boundaries, heal, and return to divine unity. Interpretation. This person seems caring and gentle. That's the Cancer rising. Is often quietly hard on themselves. That's because of the Virgo moon. And is here to be a healer or spiritual artist. And that's the Pisces sun. Their path involves learning how to surrender control and trust the divine flow. Why it matters spiritually. Your sun is what you're here to shine as. Your moon is what your soul remembers. Your rising is how your life path unfolds. Together, they offer a roadmap for wholeness for a BanTu. You are not just your sign. You are a multi-layered being with cosmic patterns that guide your healing, purpose, and joy. Thank you so much for staying with me up to this long. Do comment, like, and subscribe. If there were any confusions or any clarity you may need, do drop us a comment and we will respond as soon as possible. Please, as a BanTu, keep yourself with all the tools that you're going to need in these critical awakening times. I thank you, BanTu, and we do this as esoteric thought and spirituality living for the knowledge of the Abantu self. This is Philip from Kemenu Book Club signing out. Ashe.